popular restaurant chain Cracker Barrel has decided to change its iconic logo. Now, if you're going to change an awesome logo like that, it's got to be something really cool, right? Let's take a look. Wait a minute, that's it? So you're telling me all they did was remove the cracker and the barrel and give it some sort of generic font? Now, what CEO in their right mind would ever think that this new logo is a good idea? Oh, of course, it's a white woman. We can only guess what her politics are. Now, she does have the patented thick black brim glasses that we see on every liberal in the media. You think this woman is going to stand for a white man being prominently featured in the company's logo? I don't think so. Let's go ahead and listen to what she has to say about it.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and every other year. And the number one question that I got asked, Michael, was, how can I get a remodel? When can I get a remodel? How do I get on the list?
Oh, really?
So because the feedback and the buzz is so good, not only from our customers, but from our team members.
Yeah, sure, lady. Translation, all the yes men and DEI hires who work under me loved the idea. So go ahead and let me know, are you a fan of this new Cracker Barrel logo, or do you think this is just another woke rebrand that's gonna probably bankrupt the company?
Cracker Barrel rebranded today, and Republicans are furious, like outraged. And because I'm not an insufferable member of society, I didn't understand this at first. I was genuinely confused. Cracker Barrel, like the logo, I've been to Cracker Barrel before. The logo is like a cracker, a white guy, and a barrel. And so it's like they removed the history and the heritage. They were moving.
Chris, you really don't think you're insufferable? That's interesting. And I don't think people really thought of it that deep. It's just, this logo is so stupid looking. Like, that's so plain. Look how much better this looks versus this. And you know they probably spent millions of dollars in marketing to come up with this. It's funny because you're saying conservatives are mad because it's getting rid of white people, I guess. You know, it's funny because conservatives were also mad when you guys were getting rid of black people. Remember when it outraged you guys so much that a black woman was on a syrup bottle? To the point where the company had to change it to whatever the hell this is? I just remember you were so mad that a Native American was on a stick of butter to the point where they got rid of it. Like, you're saying white people are mad because this is getting rid of white people apparently, but y'all got rid of black people and Native Americans because you white liberals deemed it offensive.
Cracker Barrel changed their logo recently, and MAGA is having an absolute meltdown at this rebrand, calling it here a woke rebrand, and it's time to make Cracker Barrel great again. Even Don Jr. is getting in on the craze of Cracker Barrel being a woke brand. But you see, the reason that they are complaining about this logo is not because of the look of this logo. It's because there is a woman CEO in charge of Cracker Barrel. This is part of a much larger issue with the right. They cried for years about how the left are a bunch of snowflakes and how the left has become woke. They now have become woke. They are now known as the woke right. Of all the issues that we have going on in our country right now, like economic turmoil because of Donald Trump's terrible economic policy and Donald Trump's inability to negotiate a peace deal with Russia, or we can talk about migrants who are having their rights and due process rights violated constantly, they decide to cry and complain about this tiny little logo here because there's a woman CEO in place.
Cracker Barrel has rebranded, and a lot of the people who enjoyed Cracker Barrel before are pissed off because apparently they removed the cracker and the barrel from the new logo. So now white people are pissed. White people are pissed, and black people love it. Another win for Black America. Woohoo!
Hey guys, I'm here in Tennessee at Cracker Barrel, and it's a really sad day. Unfortunately, the cracker and the barrel are both gone. Yep. CEO Julie Massino probably just did not get that memo that woke went broke, and she is changing it up here. She's absolutely destroying the culture. If you take a look at what she did with sprinkles, that's starting to go downhill right now. But Julie, let me tell you, the core customer who you obviously don't understand here at Cracker Barrel is not a sprinkles customer. One thing she probably should have done was kind of get back to the authenticity of what makes Cracker Barrel Cracker Barrel. It's the South. It's a customer who's looking for value. It's a customer who's not looking for the inside to turn into First Watch. This is a classic tale, guys, of having a disconnect with your customer, not understanding who they are, and thinking you're going to come in with ideas from Sprinkles and Taco Bell to change a Southern staple. I don't think it ends good. And you know what she did, guys? She slashed your dividend as shareholders 84% to pay for the destruction of the culture here at Cracker Barrel. A lesson to learn for all of you entrepreneurs: understand who your customer is, get in touch with them, otherwise you're going to look like this. Well, not like that. The Cracker and the Barrel are going away.
The people who eat at Cracker Barrel are upset. They're upset because a woman is now the CEO and she changed the logo of Cracker Barrel. They're saying she is a DEI hire and they don't like DEI hires, so she should be fired and they should bring back the old logo. They're trying to compare it to what happened with Target, because Target said, we're rolling back our DEI programs. We don't care about that anymore. Y'all still come here and shop there, though, because we're Target. And people collectively said, y'all getting rid of DEI, well, we're no longer shopping there. Target was like, I bet you still will. And now the people who go to Cracker Barrel are saying the same thing. They're trying to get together and band together to not go to Cracker Barrel because they got rid of the logo, and they're trying to say that Cracker Barrel is being inclusive. Cracker Barrel is not what it used to be. It's so shiny and so bright. They changed, I guess Cracker Barrel sells clothes in the store. So now they're mad because the clothes look different and it's not that same homey feel that make you feel like you're eating at grandma's house. I don't understand how changing a logo makes you not feel like you're eating at grandma's house if the food didn't change. But they're upset and they want to boycott Cracker Barrel, which I'm fine with because I never ate at Cracker Barrel because it's not for me. And I heard that when I walk in, they say coon over the radio to know that the black people are here. So I'm cool on that. But if Cracker Barrel is falling and they're going to fail and go bankrupt because the people who patron their restaurants are no longer going to be their patrons, well then, good luck, buddy.
I better not ever see a white person get mad at being called a cracker or a cracker ever again. Ever. I better not ever see that. They're so mad that they took the little man off the barrel, Cracker Barrel, the restaurant that has reasonably good breakfast at decent prices. And they're so upset that they took that man off of there because they automatically associate Cracker Barrel with the racist term cracker, meaning like the one that they don't even like that we call them, and or that people call, you know, whatever, bro. It's so crazy.
Hey, Cracker Barrel, come here. So y'all motherfucking asses really out here trying to rebrand yourselves, right? So you think just because you remove the goddamn cracker and the barrel off the logo that we ain't gonna forget that you motherfuckers is racist? Get y'all motherfucking asses out of here. They talking about they introducing new menu items and all kind of other bullshit. Don't nobody give a fuck. Changing the decor of some of the restaurants. Yeah, some. But fuck y'all. Nobody give no fuck about y'all. Y'all out of, it's a wrap for y'all. Ain't no rebrand. You gonna take the cracker and the barrel off and think that we just go, oh yeah. But you know what? Seeing how pissed off MAGA is about it, y'all keep that. Keep the new look. Keep the new logo, and let's see what happens.
Cracker Barrel might actually be over after this change. So Cracker Barrel just unveiled a new logo and a new design choice they're going to be rolling out across all of their stores. If you've been to Cracker Barrel, you probably know that they have antiques everywhere and it feels like a very unique experience. Well, imagine if they took all of those antiques and uniqueness away from Cracker Barrel. Well, I guess you don't really have to imagine it because that is the update that is coming to Cracker Barrel. You see, Cracker Barrel is starting to roll out a quote modern facelift to its different stores across America. It's also got a new generic looking logo to go along with this generic looking facelift that they're giving it. Now, after unveiling this new logo and showing off these new stores, people are not happy with Cracker Barrel at all. Cracker Barrel was one of the very few places you could go that still had some character left in it, but now that character is being completely wiped away. I don't think that Cracker Barrel realizes we don't go to Cracker Barrel for the food, we go for the atmosphere. But that might actually start making sense to Cracker Barrel soon, because after all of these new updates were unveiled, Cracker Barrel stock actually started to tumble downwards. Maybe that'll make the higher ups realize that we don't want to go to one of these new generic Cracker Barrels that they're trying to force upon us.
Well, Cracker Barrel, you done it again. You have pissed off the people yet again. It's been a year. Last year I made a video of the new remodel you guys done, and people are losing their minds. I'm getting so many negative comments on that video. People are saying, go woke, go broke. And people are saying, You get rid of the uniqueness that made Cracker Barrel Cracker Barrel. People are saying that you guys got rid of everything that made Cracker Barrel a country store. They are pissed because y'all took some antiques off the wall and repainted. Y'all went from a dark, depressing brown to a light, more inviting paint. Y'all went from dark poop brown to a tan color, and people absolutely hate it. But yet, look at these comments over here. Look at these comments. This is what people saying about your restaurant. They're not coming back. And you guys had to do it again. You guys went out and changed the logo. You took off that old man sitting back relaxing in his rocking chair, propped up next to a barrel, just taking it in. This has been a logo since the 1970s, and you guys are finally like, it's 2025. We got to lay the old man to rest. We've got to get rid of the man and the barrel, and we're going to go straight to this logo, little logo here of a plain Cracker Barrel logo. You know, the good thing about the old logo, I think the little bean, it was like a bean on the behind the logo. You got me so pissed off I can't even talk right. You got me shaking the camera right now. But behind the Cracker Barrel logo on the old one was like a bean shape. And that's what they used to sell on the side of the, as a side on their meal. But no, you guys went from this logo now to this. And people, I just know people are going to lose their minds yet again. Like say a year ago, y'all rolled out the remodels. And now, a year later, you guys, you know what? We're going to change the logo. So now we got to deal with all this all over again. So much hatefulness in this world, and you guys are creating even more with the logo change. How dare you, Cracker Barrel? How dare you guys do this? Now I'll know in these comments, people are going to raise Cain over this logo, and I'm here for it. I can't wait to see what everybody's got to say. And next thing you know, you guys are going to roll out a brand new menu. You guys are probably going to update your menu. You guys are probably going to be taking away some of the meals that made you guys famous and loved for like 50 years. Watch. I know you guys are going to do it. Just go ahead and announce that you guys are going to update the menu. We're going to roll out a new menu. You heard it here first, 2025. It is August the 21st at 11:11. A new menu is coming. Mark my words, Cracker Barrel. These people are going to riot. They're going to stop shopping there. They don't care if your food's still good or not, but if they walk in the doors and they see new paint, a new logo, they're going to walk out. Shame on you. How dare you? We like living in the past. We want this redneck restaurant the way it is. Leave it alone. What else can I say? Peace.
Friend, pick up the phone. I have a really, really serious question. So Cracker Barrel, they're upset. The people of the Cracker are upset because the guy who was leaning on the barrel, they took him off. It just says Cracker Barrel now. They said they don't like that. They don't like the rebranding. But Cracker Barrel, is that for actual crackers, the ones you eat, or the ones that we see in MAGA? I never thought about that. I went to Cracker Barrel one time and I just felt so out of place. I felt so out of place. It was like, hurry up and eat before the sun goes down. Haven't been in one since. And so there's so many realizations now because I'm in my woke era. But what kind of crackers are they talking about? Yeah. Can you let me know in the comments? Thanks.
Wow, I mean, they really don't learn, do they? I mean, what is it going to take? You would think that after seeing all of these companies go woke and go broke, they would take the hint. It's almost like they can't even help themselves. It's like they have to feed their narcissistic savior complex or something. And you know what's funny about this entire thing? Guess what Cracker Barrel's age demographic typically is? I mean, one can only guess, right? It's Cracker Barrel, but it's 55 years old and up. Guess what their voting patterns are? Majority Republican. I mean, they must have been desperate for attention or something, because talk about just grabbing a bottle of lighter fluid, pouring all over themselves, and then lighting themselves on fire. 47 years. And they decide to go and mess things up. I mean, there is nothing wrong with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Cracker Barrels just changed their logo and some interiors. And MAGA can't take it anymore. Many are for the idea, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the big question is it just a simple logo, or is just the new CEO? Because I don't see anything, the logo should not make a big difference from the restaurant, because the food is still the same, the waiters are still the same, the location is still the same. So do you think MAGAs are planning to boycott this famous restaurant just because of a new logo? Or do you think it's because they have a new CEO, and which the new CEO is a lady? Drop your thoughts down below. Like the video and share the video to your friends. Credit to the creators of these short videos.